Hi, I'm Sharon and I'm in Venice. It's August 2020, just after lockdown, and I'm going to take you through some of my top 10 tips of what to see while you're in the city. Flying into Marco Polo Airport, you'll have the option of taking the Vaporetto, which is a water bus, from the airport dock, which is about a 5-minute walk from the terminal. But if you want to beat the queues and arrive in style, you can book a private shared water taxi, which I recommend doing in advance. The cost is around £29 per person, and I booked mine through the Get Your Guide app. You'll want to pack light because you'll likely be having to drag your case on and off boats and up and down bridges to reach your hotel. If you're not on a really tight budget, you might like to do what I did and book a hotel close to a Vaporetto stop or with its own boat dock so you can get a boat right to your door. I stayed here at the Pesaro Palace Hotel, which has its own dock on the Grand Canal and is conveniently located next to the Cadoro Vaporetto stop. Now it's on to my top 10 things to do and see while you're here. Number 1, the Piazza San Marco, or St Mark's Square. This is the principal piazza in Venice and the location for the most popular tourist attractions in the city. The magnificent Doge's Palace, the Campanile or Bell Tower, St Mark's Basilica and the Bridge of Sighs. There are plenty of opportunities for some great photos here, so don't forget to bring your camera. The queues for the palace and basilica can be very long, so best to get there early. We ended up having to wait for an hour and a quarter, and that was with skip the line tickets. Number 2 is the Rialto Bridge and the Rialto Market. The Rialto Bridge is the oldest of 4 bridges crossing the Grand Canal in the heart of Venice, and has a row of shops on each side which unfortunately weren't open at the time of visiting in August 2020. Just to the northwest of the bridge and operating between 7 a.m. and 2 p.m. is the Rialto Market, where Venetians buy their fresh produce every day. Number 3, the Scala Contarini del Bovolo is in the San Marco district, and it's the tallest spiral staircase in Venice. It was built in the late 1400s, and for around €8 you can climb to the top and get some great views over the city. Number 4, the Teatro la Fenice. Italian for Phoenix, this is Venice's famous opera house in the San Marco district. Opened in 1792, and like its namesake, it has twice risen from the ashes. I ran out of time to see inside, but it looks amazing, and the tour costs around €11. Number 5, the islands of Murano and Burano. Murano is just a 9-minute ride away from the city if you take the Vaporetto line 12 from Fondamenta Nove. Murano is famous for its glass making, and you can visit one of the factories for a demonstration and take home a beautiful souvenir of your visit. From Murano, you can take the line 12 Vaporetto to Burano, which takes around 30 minutes. The island of Burano is famous for its lace making and colourful houses, and is an Instagrammer's paradise. Number 6, take a gondola ride. If your finances allow, make sure you take a romantic gondola ride through the canals and experience a more tranquil Venice away from the heat and crowds. For those on a budget, you can experience a shared gondola ride for up to 6 people for around €20 each. If you can't justify spending money on a gondola ride, then you can do the next best thing and take the Line 1 Vaporetto up the Grand Canal. Look out for some famous palazzos on the way up, like Cadoro, the Palazzo de Morosini, which inspired Monet, and the Palazzo Dario, which is said to be cursed. A single ticket costs €7.50 and can be purchased using the ACTV ticket machines, their app, or the tobacco stores throughout the city. Number 8, take a walk over the Accademia Bridge for the best view in the city. Take a stroll down to the imposing church of Santa Maria della Salute, or visit one of the art galleries in the area, such as the Peggy Guggenheim. 9 is the Alta Bookshop, which claims to be the most beautiful bookshop in the world. Its unique displays include books inside a gondola and a staircase made of old water-damaged books. Number 10, food and souvenirs. Venice is famous for its seafood dishes, so try to avoid the temptation of eating pizza for every meal and try some local delicacies like pasta with langoustine or cuttlefish ink pasta. If your budget won't stretch to a sit-down dinner, there are bars all over the city where you can get an Aperol spritz and try Venetian snacks called cicchetti, which are usually €1 or €2 a piece and are well worth trying. And of course you can't go to Venice without trying the gelato. Save on single-use plastic by bringing along your own water bottle, which you can fill up for free using the numerous freshwater fountains across the city. While you're in the city, try to support Venetian businesses and take home some souvenirs. You might like to try some carnival masks or buy some Murano glassware or jewellery. And now for some of my top tips while you're here in Venice. Ideally, you'll want to spend around 2 to 3 days exploring the city to give yourself enough time to see the main attractions. You'll be doing a lot of walking, so make sure you bring comfortable walking shoes. If you're coming in the summer months, pack some sunscreen and mosquito repellent and be warned that touristy spots and transportation can get very busy. Restaurants in tourist hotspots will be on the pricey side, so if you want to save money on eating out, look for cicchetti bars, sandwich shops and restaurants which are more out of the way. Be prepared to get lost and explore hidden passages and canals. Google Maps was a little unreliable here, so I recommend getting a street map from your hotel. If you're a bit of a culture vulture, there's plenty to see and do in Venice, from art galleries, museums, opera, or musical performance. I had booked to go and see a performance of opera music in period costume by I Musici Veneziani, but unfortunately the performance was cancelled due to the 2020 lockdown restrictions. Tickets for this will usually cost around €40. This is Sharon signing off from Venice. Hope you enjoyed my top 10 tips of what to do when you get here.